Good afternoon and welcome back to the stream. Thank you for joining me. A little later than usual because I had a few things to take care of. So we are in fact not going to waste any time on preambles or the opening just chatting screen. We're going to jump right back into the game, playing some more Book of Hours today. Be nice and relaxing. I did spend a while going through my Steam library, looking at some maybe horror games to play for October. I do have a couple that I think I'm interested in checking out, but today I just wanna relax a little. I need to chill after a bunch of stuff I've been having to take care of recently. So I figured, why not come back to something that I'm well familiar with and enjoy greatly. So we're back in Book of Hours. We don't currently have anything going on anywhere. None of the desks are active, nothing is waiting to complete. It is just before morning. We only have yesterday's weather sitting around, so that's fine. I think we left off right before we were about to try and decipher some of these books, which means I'm going to need it to be morning so that we get all of our soul aspects. Same weather today as yesterday. Alright, let's get straight into it. Mystery Sky 10. Pretty high. 12 Grail, 14 Forge, and 14 Winter. Where's that? Moon. Written in Greek, which I read. Yeah, written in friggin'. I don't really need to memorize the symbols for each language. Okay, so Sky 10. Is that something we can pull off? I certainly hope so. Do we have Skywise? Frost has Sky? It has 2. That is the only Sky source, unfortunately. What else? A couple of these 4s. There's 5 Sky here, there's 4 here. We're not going to get higher than this because it's a 4th level skill. And a memory. We're at 7 out of 10. We can get another 2, bring us up to 9, and then 1 soul opportunity brings us up where we need to be. So let's have a look around for our memories. What has... Off Nectar, Grail Rose, Fort Lantern, Edge Scale, Moon Rose Sky. There we go. One. Read that with some metal. Do it quickly. So we're reading a couple books. We're gonna get skills out of them that I assume I looked at last time and determined were useful. I assume so, otherwise I wouldn't have left all these in my inventory. That's it. Here, in here, and here. And that brings us to 9 out of 10. And we should almost certainly get the opportunity to put something in here to make up that last little point. Ideally a soul card, but otherwise, okay, 2 of something and 1 of memory or relevant furniture. No souls. I don't know, this is only 10 seconds long, so we're not going to have enough time to read another book and bring another sky memory forth. Unfortunately. Moon and Moth. Okay. A comfort with sky. Comforts. You don't come up very often. You know, tools you give to your people. Some of the other stuff gets, you know, some of the stuff is ingredients, some of it you can eat or drink. But a sky-aligned comfort? I should make full use of this window, so hover, click on this so it lights up comforts, hover over this so it lights up sky. Ah, there we go. That brings us where we need to be. I wasn't actually sure if I would get the chair back afterwards. Signifer considers lightning to be the division, the connection, the joined serpent. The serpent's eye is said to be the sun, but as for division and connection, it must have a second eye. Signifer considers and rejects 3 times the hypothesis that the moon is the serpent's other eye, insisting that it and the sun do not share nature. This, as much as the serpent business, is what got him burnt by the church. He proposes that the serpent's teeth are towers, that the serpent's mouth is a gate, that the serpent is the devourer of Yis, and therefore that the serpent's other eye is Amber. Amber features quite prominently in Fallen London, and seems to have some significance here as well. I don't actually know any historical or mythological associations with Amber, thinking about it. You know, it's kind of popular in the modern day for like having bugs stuck in it, you know, in Jurassic Park or whatever, get some dinosaur DNA out of it, but you know, a few other metals, materials and stuff like that I could point to at least some region where they've been valuable in the past or whatever. But amber? I have no idea what connotations or associations amber has. Anyway, let's let quickly go. Memory pattern goes on the middle shelf. Pattern. Oh, is this shelf full already? We can't slot one more in the center there? Okay, we will have to relocate. Let's X that out of there. V it in over here. And move all the pattern books over. I'll rearrange things gradually as we go through, as, you know, certain memories that are up on really big shelves like this, Beguiling Melody, still only has one book. So it really doesn't need this big of a shelf. In fact, I should just toss it over here immediately, so that we have this shelf free in the future. This is of course where lots and lots of books that I'm about to read will now have Beguiling Melody as their memory. And 2 lessons in Ambery and Lapidary. These are... First of all, Ambery and Lapidary we have as a skill. These are Forge Sky. So Sky means we can use them to upgrade Sacra Solis Invictus. Is very good. Edicts Martial, nothing relevant. Okay. This will require a number of memories. How many do we need at this point? 4 memories of either Lantern or Sky to upgrade Sacra Solis. I'm going to use the lessons as they come in rather than go through all of the books one by one. Sky, Lantern. Lantern, there we go, there's... Four we need total, so 1 out of 4. Edge Scale, Moonburst Sky. Here. That's 2. Rail Sky. That is 3. 1 more. Inner Sky. Nectar Scale, Dock Moon, Edge Moon, Lantern. Okay, there's all the memories we need. Considering we didn't have to go through that many of our shelves to get this done either, we should have enough variety of memories to get the next level as well when it needs 1 more in order to be upgraded. Okay, now those will finish up, and then we gotta grab them quickly and do the thing before sunrise and all of these memories disappear. Oh, it is very convenient that if you drag them from a shelf directly into a desk, the books then go back onto that shelf when you collect everything. Beguiling Memory, Confounding Parable, Foresight, Memory of Revelation. Put forth an amount of effort and lesson of the correct aspects. So satisfying to have come so far. And in a moment, this will become the first skill that we level up to 6. Means we now have a ton of Lantern and Sky. Well, not really more Sky than before, do we? Because it's tied with this. It will be higher once we upgrade it, and this is our highest Lantern skill. With 6 we can start to read some really high level books, especially because we have improved Fost. That already puts us at 9 total. Some very fancy books are in reach. So now to get this higher, yeah, we just need 1 additional memory. So let's let dawn come so that the memories don't disappear immediately as soon as we get them. And yeah, sky, so this will be the one additional damage. This way. 1. 2. And 3. 4. Then, oh, nope. What was this? Yes, these ones. 4. Yeah. 2. And 1 more. Unsure now if I grabbed that one. Do I have another? No, so... I took the one above, didn't I? So it should be this. I only have the one Beguiling Melody book. That something I saw a minute ago, so it should be correct. I don't think I'm misremembering over that short of a time frame. Foss. There we go. And that makes 5. Everything we need. Today's weather is foggy. 3 knock and 3 moon. Pretty good. None of the townspeople have knock. Does anyone have moon? Railhard, winter sky, lantern knock. What is today's guaranteed fire? Nectar heart. Knock moon. Moon, we've got Trist. That's an additional +4 before we get into drinks or whatever. Probably not actually worth it. We could try use this to decipher something. This is a moon book, so have a look. Whole aspect with moon, Trist, up to 4, and a skill 2. This is 5. 5 is good, and 5 is likely out. 9 out of 14. An additional 5? We're going to be hard pressed to scrounge up an additional 5. We'll try, and in the meantime, let's get a moon memory lined up, just in case, because we didn't have a memory last time. We ended up not needing it, but we can't rely on it. Okay, there's 2 moon, but these need to be read in the thing. That's not really an issue, is it? Where is the thing? Moon. 4 in there, Grailheart. Relevant to anything else we're up to? Okay, there we go. That will get us a moon-aligned memory. Just in case we need it. You have a book for me. Isaac of Calf's History of a Shadowless King. A true and accurate history of the Shadowless Kings. Isaac of Calf. Isaac describes the 1,000-year ascendancy of this. Tally 5, and this is only Tally 4. Damn, too expensive. We shall have to do without the book, as much as it pains me to do so. But you can't buy what you don't have the money for. Alright, speed up time a little so we can get all of the memories. Yeah, there's hands. I collect this. We can probably bring this down just as... Okay, yeah, it asked for a memory. Good thing I prepared ahead of time. The founding parable is for the other thing. The stolen secret is for our moon attempt. Different ones. So what else is it for? A thing. Moon aligned thing. Okay, things are all the stuff that's off the floor, basically. This? Lunar globe is 1 moon. We can probably do better than 1 moon. Alright, let's start down here. I see lots of stuff glowing. How about you? Only 1. This candle, probably also only 1, yeah. Everything on the shelves here, there's 2. We need another 3. What's the last thing? A duend is a force, not a labor, a struggle, not a thought. Okay, this moon increases certain aspects. Is this certain aspects the aspect that we are looking for? I'm gonna have to look this up. Book of Hours. Duend. Duend is a mood and opportunity, which increases Grail Heart and Nectar by 2 points each. Yeah, I was kind of thinking with this green, but it doesn't seem quite right. There's a 5% chance to be selected as an opportunity when failing to meet the requirements. Yeah. So this is not suitable to our ventures, which means we have to find a thing with 3 moon to it. 2 moon is not gonna cut it. That's only 1. These ones here. There's 2, there's 2. Not good enough. Swords, 1. This, only. I really hope we've got something suitable. Because lots of these things have 3 or 4 in other aspects, but there's always going to be the one aspect you need that you end up struggling to find. Just how luck works sometimes. Even if it's a fancy item, I'm willing to... these can't be pulled down from the wall. I'm willing to sacrifice it, even if it's got other good stats on it. Missing 1. Because we have so much stuff around the house, and what's the good of all of these items if we don't use them up, you know? Like saving all of your health potions in an RPG till the very end. 2 and 2, again, that's not enough. You get to the final boss with a full inventory of stuff, and then you end up just not using it? What's the point of saving it all through the entirety of the adventure, to then just let it rot? 2 bottles of Catwing. Have these next to each other. Only 1, only 2. Come on. There's 2. I've seen more of other stats as we've gone around here. I know that items exist with higher stat line. Going back for a moment to make sure I haven't missed anything anywhere. Like this spool of wire, I'm pretty sure I didn't see that before. No, nothing more here. And nothing more here. This is looking... Things are looking dire for us, unfortunately. It doesn't seem like there's anything suitable. There's 2, there's 1. Are we really gonna end up 1 short of completing this challenge? It's rather ridiculous. These aren't even suitable objects. Floor. There's a 2. There's a 1. Oh, curses. Curses. Yeah, looks like we're 1 short. 1 singular point. Very zoomed out right now, but I'm just scanning the rooms. See if there's anything visible that I might have missed. But no, everything I see flashing is something that I've looked at to see if it matches. Oh, that's frustrating. Okay, so we are one short. Damn. I guess I might as well put a 2 in there. Here's the macro. But we're not gonna, like, the remaining opportunity doesn't add anything to our moon, so... yeah, to end. Moon uses certain aspects. Those aspects are not moon. We are one short. Grab all that back. I don't think we even got our fish back. Unfortunate. Memory, Solace Memory, Hindsight, Scale into Winter. Okay. Note to self. We need higher moon. Good thing Edict's Marshal is on our list of stuff to improve. Okay, what is this doing? Oh, on top of everything else we've got a malady. That's just rubbing salt in the wound. Unnecessary. Absolutely unnecessary. Lost, Memory of Revelation, Beguiling Melody, Foresight, Parable. Ooh, pardon me. I think I might need to go grab like a small pull-over blanket or something because my legs are cold and being cold makes me tired. Oh, I didn't read the thing. Hang on, can we go back? There we go. At last, I'm something of an authority in this. Reach for skill to level 6. 7 lantern, 6 sky. Very, very good. And Christ is despairing. What do I need? You're with sky. With bed rest, something suitable, perhaps effervescent to drink, and this much sky. Can I put... can I put... what's it called? Skill cards in here when I'm trying to cure this aspect. These will go in here, but neither of them are relevant. Skill card. Whatever. What has sky attached to it? What has sky attached to it and can actually go in here? These, this. Nothing relevant. Certainly nothing high level enough. Memories will get us 2 sky. And then we could look around for 3 sky in a drink somewhere. I'm just gonna leave this be for the time being. Oh, Smurfton, hello. Very fancy, you can, yes. Rings and song. We need 5, and all these level 1 skills are only gonna give 1 or 2. Okay, leaving that aside for a minute. It's only 1 tryst, we've got more. I'll pull this up a little so I can actually see all of the aspects. A 12 Grail challenge, a 14 Forge challenge. The Forge should be... well, with only 4, the Forge might actually be out of reach. 4 from there, 3 from here, up to 7. Another memory up to 9. That leaves 5 to be made up. I don't think we're going to be able to do 5 more Forge. We were only 1 short on the moon, so let's leave that one in inventory for now. I think I should put this book back if I've got space anywhere. Bookshelf is unlabeled. Mystery Moth, also unread. Okay, that can go here. Grail. More Grail from Applebright Euphony, which is our highest level Grail skill. And 3 Grail from Era Plus. That again brings us up to 7. 8 and 9 from a memory. If we get... If we get a chance to put a memory in there, just move to a sky bed and make your life easier. Or restoring the thing to 7. Yeah, I could move bed. How do I do that again? I don't think it's soul cut to nab, or I need soul cut to cure it. I need to put something in here to back up camp. Is it just soul? Move to a different one, yeah. Okay, we'll get out of here. Sky aligned bed. Where am I going to be sleeping for the time being? Not here, not there. Bedroom. Looked at that one. Beds. Nothing up here is a bed, I don't think. Not over here. Here's another bed. No sky on there. Bring all these down for a minute. The Grail bed is good enough. Oh, there's nothing in here that I can mouse over to highlight beds. The bed does the bed itself light up? With Fort, for example? No. Ah, so beds you have to spot. You have to be able to see, actually find them visually. There's no highlighting them in any way. A Grail bed is good enough because it will affect Applebright Euphonies. Okay, so the one on the right. I do think this is our full selection, so we also don't have a sky bed anyway. I think that's good to note for the future. 3 of our beds are... Okay, no, 2. Beds great. Lots of aspects repeated in several places. No sky anywhere for some reason. Okay. Grail. Nope. What can I use to move in? Nothing. You also have Grail? I can use Arab to move in here. Takes a minute and a half, so our stuff will refresh anyway. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm just gonna grab like a small blanket because it's getting colder and colder in this room. Tracking going absolutely everywhere as I move around. Okay. That's good. Be a little warmer. I think it's sort of a law thing. It would be a bit unusual to really let the air and wind into your bedroom. I suppose. Rail knock moth. Art. Rail moon rose and heart. Rose lantern winter? Yeah, I think there are things you can read into what aspects are assigned to each one. We'll have to see if there's more beds further into the house that might have anything like that. Okay, so we're in this bed now. So, just with apple by euphonies and drink of some description. Solomon is a very winter man. That house is to be cold and quiet. So there might be a bedroom hidden up in the clock tower or something. That's sky aligned. A drink. I have the vein. Look on this. Mystery Ed. Is something wrong with it? Did I put it away? No? There's just a book on this shelf for some reason. Mystery disciplines of the... about subject disciplines of the scar. That's on here somewhere. Yeah, disciplines of the scar, edge and lantern. That's even relevant to the stuff we're doing. Why do I have this book? Oh yeah, it's got mastery, not... There's mystery, there's mastery. Why have I put it down here? This must have been early before I unlocked the further left rooms and this book just kind of got lost in the shuffle. Okay, where's my unsorted books shelves? The mastery is different because it's got the symbol in a... Okay, so none of these are red. None of these are. I swear there's an uncatalogued shelf somewhere over here. Yeah, red but not catalogued. These shelves are full. That will suffice. Okay, there we go. Put it away. A drink. Need a drink. Any drink at all will do. I swear I had just like some water somewhere. Dandelion coffee. Gale 2 lantern. That's not a very high measure. Give me a cup of this. Oh, I hope this actually goes into the bed we've chosen. I did not even check slightly. Yes, it does. Thank goodness. Okay, there we go. Thing restored in 3 minutes' time. Alright, in the meantime, Grail I was looking at, and I think the conclusion I was coming to is that 12 is pretty high. Doable if I get lucky on the rolls. But let's try it. I will need a Grail 2 memory. Ideally I'll need multiple Grail memory. Let's grab one of these. Grail 2. Button Sky. Moon Rose. Grail 2. There we go. Let's get this. Cool, that's 2 memories, 1 to put in initially and 1 in case we get offered the chance to use one. And then, with a little bit of luck, we should be able to read this particular book. Like that, like that. No, wait, I'm using my Grail skill over here, aren't I? Apple by Euphonies, 4 Grail. Whoops. Okay. See if that finishes before the day is done. This one, 14, we need to upgrade the skill first. And then after that, yes, go back here, see if there are some lantern or sky books. Because we do have high scores in those. 3 and 2, so we've got 10 lantern and 9 sky just to start off with. Plus memories which are easily accessible, so 12 lantern and 7, 8, 9, 10 sky. 12 lantern, 10 sky before we even start messing around with anything. Really, really good. Alright. Look. Skill. Rail. Frost. Memory. Satisfaction. 6 out of 12. If it lets us put a thing in, we get to 8. Then we put in... That was actually better, isn't it? In fact, this is not relevant at all. What am I doing? There we go. 9 out of 12. Lets us put a memory in, then that's 10, 11, and then any other item will bring us up to where we need to be. We can also get another 2 from the regular Arab. Doable. I'd recommend using the beguiling melody while reading. Sometimes the role asks for weather specifically. Oh, the rain is also Grail aligned. Well, fantastic. I didn't even need to get 2 separate memories lined up. Okay, start this, and let's see what opportunities we get. Let me take a sip of my drink. Well, that's not great. Well, 1 Arab brings us up to 11, and then 1 core will bring us up to 12. So we still get it in the end. Wait, what book was this? A catalogue of uncharted pleasures. The Dark Gentleman is the only and rather grandiosely identified author of this often copied work. Some pleasures, the formulae voluptuous attests, are so intense they can corrupt the laws of the physical world. This text catalogues some of those instances. So what, the creation of Slanesh. Birth occurs at a conjunction of pleasure and torment, though the first forbidden acts of the forge birthed sparks of delight which took root in the glory or in nowhere, who can say. Though the seeds of the flower maker were planted, though for long years he was nothing but an ache. Lot to be read into this. I don't know how much of it I can actually read into on Twitch though. And this is... we get another memory of satisfaction out of that? I think so. That... Actually, where am I keeping... Regret, there he goes. Satisfaction. And lessons, orchids, and narcotics. That is a new skill for us, so let's go ahead and get that added to our ever-expanding list. There is no greed without beauty. Okay. Grail and nectar skill. Not relevant to any of the 3 we're currently trying to upgrade. Relevant to any of the other skills we have upgraded, which is really only weaving and not working, and putrefactions and calcination. I should bring these both up here so I've got them within easy reach. There are some down here which are upgraded, but they're also committed, which means they're not relevant any longer. You guys are also committed. Yeah, everything down here is. Everything is. Oh, no, undo. The owl called the Grail got to owl status by really truly enjoying eating a slain owl. There's a whole video to be made there, honestly. That is on my potential video idea list, talking about gods in fiction and ascensions and certain assumptions that go into polytheistic works, or even monotheistic ones, of if you dethrone God, you become God. That's the premise of so many works that draw on really, really disconnected religious backgrounds. You know, like the idea of finding the throne of heaven empty and assuming that position for yourself, or that if you kill a god, you take over whatever domains it had, despite the fact that mono and polytheistic traditions and various other things that don't really fit into those definitions draw on such different cultural backgrounds, that seems to be one commonality among almost all of them, which is the ideas of various methods of ascension. It's very interesting. For now, I guess this is just gonna sit here for a while, unless I want to upgrade orchids and narcotics immediately, perhaps. Yeah, we'll leave it and see if it's relevant to any future skills I'm looking at. So, with our massively high lantern and sky, let's have a look at some of our uncatalogued books. Written in back. That's edge, wrong shade yellow. A lot of these are much lower, much easier within reach, but I think they all don't give skills that I'm interested in. Sea story. Pretty sure we had sea stories around here somewhere. There's sea stories. Let's line these up, and then sky stories is also down. Sea stories, Grail and Moon. We can use Moon to upgrade Edict's Marshal. Let's snap this. Ragged Crossroads. Does not sound familiar. Ragged Cross. No, I think that's a new one to add to our list. Alright, we'll grab this as well. I think the Slayers of the Gods from Stone all ascended due to slaying them. Lots and lots of that going around. Putefactions and Calcinations is here. That's something we have upgraded. Winter and Moon. Moon we can use to upgrade Edict Marshal. Let's grab that as well. Written in Latin, which we read just fine. Inks of Containment. Moon and Winter. Alright. And there is a full inventory of books to read. Okay. Moon. Moon. Chris has Moon. But frankly, at only 4, that's probably overkill putting anything in here. Yeah, we can just do that with oh no, we have to put in some amount of effort. Okay, get that done. Maybe even use a desk to read some of the others. I don't usually do that, just because it gets super finicky fitting everything in here, but for a tiny little challenge like this, can I do Winter 6 outright? With anything here? Anything that fits in? Okay. Oh wait, there's Ragged Crossroads. Edge and Winter. Edict's Marshal is Edge and Moon. Oh, that was one I didn't have yet, but no, it is in fact right here. Okay, and that already was a little bit of a nuisance, so I'm not going to look around all of the desks and see where I can actually read the books. Today's weather is sunny. Lantern and sky. We have them in abundance. Oh, that's quite a paragraph. Eva de Wolf is engaged to one Abraham Willock, but he leaves her at the altar. Furious and humiliated, she returns to Brankrug and is not seen in London again. 3 days after her departure, Abraham Wheelock's body is washed up near Gravesend. His face is so badly pecked by birds that he is only identified by his belongings. These include a waxed pouch containing a letter addressed to Wheelock, whose contents seem to show he is a spy in a pay Austrians. Subsequent investigations suggest that the letter is a forgery, but the matter remains obscure. Lord Franklin Bancroft, sometimes called the Prince of Wines, begins a series of visits to Bancroft House. His relationship with Ava becomes a source of scandal. Ava is by now 49, but rumors persist for years of a dwarf Bancroft heir. Ava's biographer claims that before her drowning death, her child by Bancroft was adopted by her friends Southeast. That the child became the sister of the late poet laureate Robert Southey. No real evidence is provided in support of this claim. The Pale Lady and the Prince of Wines, another biography of Ava the Wolf, last of the dwarfs, focus rather salaciously on her personal travel. Emery Salt. Knock and Moon. I don't think I've seen this before. Knock and Salt. 1 Moon 1. There we go, and we'll slot that right in here. Someone has noticed in the Winter Tower after 8. That's not possible. What's not possible? Something gone wrong here somewhere? Listen to stories. Right, we've got sea story. Rail Moon, so we can use it for edicts. Salt has winter as well. Salt. Oh, so it does. Winter 1. Ava cannot have surviving children. Right, we need 4 memories of either Edge or Moon aspect. Edge or... Okay, there's an Edge. Let's get that. Alright, that is 1. That is 2. Won't give me that. That is 3. That is 4. There you go. Kind of survived children because she was kinda doomed. Oh. Terrible fates all around. They are in great supply when messing with Eldritch forces. I do sometimes find the writing approach of it being like, you cannot interact with these kind of beings because you are absolutely certainly doomed to draw the short end and stuff like that. Kind of interesting because fundamentally these creatures, for them to exist and be interactable, means that someone can get the good end of stuff, namely the creatures themselves. So why can the subject of the story not be one of them? But then that's what progression fantasy is for. There we go. The first dwarf was cursed / prophesied to have no 8th of his line. Well, the trick there is that you just change your name at some point. Level 5 Edicts Marshal. Excellent. Alright, next up, this is a 6, an 8, and this is a 4. Let's knock this one out super quick. Winter, I'm sure we have winter. And then Putrefact. Oh, give me this one. What's this book? Annals of Saint Brandon. Over 100 years of the Abbey's annals, from 1230 to 1350. But it hints at Ava having surviving children in a few places. Yeah, I mean, if the dwarf cannot have an eighth of his line, then all she has to do is have children that are part of someone else's family. Depending on what kind of Fey logic we're functioning on, you know. 3 events of particular interest are recorded. An endowment by Ava Debrowes, widow of the March Lord Gwilym Black William, which enables an expansion of the abbey, the construction of the Winter Tower, which is dedicated to the Madrigal, and the death by poisoning and arts unsanctioned of Abbess Nonna. After Abbess Nonna's death, the double foundation is dissolved and the monastery is reformed to accept only male novices. At this point the ink changes. The helpful scribe explains that for the new foundation, the abbot has mandated Stargal, not Ugal ink. He outlines the differences, use of inks of containment, techniques of the sky, not nectar context, but doesn't trouble to explain why. This seems like a halfway crafting hint, halfway not quite crafting hint. Inks of containment with sky, not nectar, for Stargal, not Ugal. This is a memory regret book. This one. Memory of regret. Regret is up here somewhere, isn't it? Solace, satisfaction, regret. There it is. Should make sure that the open spot is at the end of a row so I don't get things mixed. Right, let's put the lessons on the end since they don't disappear. Like so. Inks of containment, which is moon and therefore goes into Edict's Marshal. I'm not going to have enough time to get all of these memories created for Edict's Marshal's level up before dawn again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Double foundations were really rare. Is double foundations an actual thing for like real abbeys and how they are constructed? Because I've not heard that term before. Or how they are structured, rather. We have a Gale, Heart and Dial. Okay, not relevant. Edge, Moon, and I need 5 of them. Yes. Edge. 5 of. Okay, there's Edge. Right. 1. 2. Western there. Sky. Moon. 3. 3. Okay, I've also got a possibility. There's 4. Yes. And 1 more for 5. Okay. Is 5. Excellent. Dark Foundation of Rare, and I believe they were frowned on at some point IRL because monks and nuns interacting calls their education to Seleucine question. Okay, so Foundation in this case regards to what gender they allow in. I know there's a school I've been to where, even though it's co-ed at this point, you can still see on the old buildings above the doorways where one says boys and one says girls, and the actual like school building is separated. So there's a playground in the middle. Half of the school on one side has the boys building and all of the other stuff attached to the schools, like the assembly hall and the teacher's office and stuff like that. And then off across the yard on the other side, separate building for the girls. Madness. Edicts Marshall. Piece of payment and there we go. Last time something of an authority investment. Good. I think we could probably choose to commit Sacra Solis in Invicti at this point, because we have lots and lots of stuff that we can use to upgrade Edicts Martial, right? Like with Putrefactions and Calcinations, that's another moon skill. With Ragged Crossroads, that's another edge skill, so we can upgrade this a bunch. Have you ever disposed of something in the ocean that has a unique memory? I think I did that once, but I don't remember what the memory. So we're at level 1, 2, 4, 5 of Illumination. If I commit 11 meter, I can immediately put Sacra Solis in there, and then maybe hold off on Edicts Martial, see what else we get and what's easiest to level up to the highest points. Oh, Ragged Crossroads is also an Illumination skill. That's excellent. So maybe I commit some time to leveling this up first. Rearrange things. Maybe I commit some effort to leveling up Ragged Crossroads. Yeah. Not at the cost of anything else though, so specifically using winter skills. And we keep feeding edge into Edicts Martial. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. We find one more Illumination related skill, level it up, and then we've got everything we need to reach the pinnacle of Illumination. Scent is almost within our grasp. Memory loss with Edge 1, Winter 1. Interesting. If I need more variety of memories for the highest level of skills, then that might be useful. For the moment, only one in each skill means it's not that good for unlocking stuff. Edge 1, Winter 1. I can make a note of that in... I think this doesn't go down to a third line, does it? I had that problem last time. Yeah, it won't let me write on the third line down. So, make a note over on this side. Drop in ocean. Lost. Edge 1, Winter 1. There we go, got that bit of information for later. For this, more upgrades. Putrefaction. Moon and Winter. Winter could go into Ragged Crossroads, but no. Moon for Edicts Martial. This, Ragged Crossroads, is an Illumination skill in itself. But no, Edge will feed it to Edicts Martial, so up to 7, up to 8. Edicts Martial will probably be the one that we end up putting at the very top. Liminal Meter at 5, Sacra Solis at 6. Ragged Crossroads at 7. We have had a lot of luck finding Edge lesson. And Winter is fairly common looking at how many of them light up here. It will require more books. So let's go through this for a moment. Let's actually think about their skills. I mean, this will provide us winter, but it's winter secondary. This is edge secondary, moon prime. Lock and Rose might be useful to level up further. Lantern Sky. Edge and Moon. There are a fair few edge-aligned books. Okay. I could have sworn there was. There's one here. This is about disciplines of the hammer. Disciplines of hammer. Have disciplines of the scar. Doesn't look like it's anywhere here. Okay. Grab that. What? Edge. But a ton up here still. These are uncategorized. These are unread. That's edge. Oh yeah, I can mouse over it, can't I? So there's two more mystery edge, but here. Written in VAC, which we don't have. Written in Kilasimi, which we do have. This is Disciplines of the Star, which is a skill we have already committed. It's Edge Lantern, so it is relevant to upgrading both Crossroads and Edict. Edge 18. We can get to 18. We keep upgrading Edict's Marshal, and we can upgrade it with the stuff we've got, like 3 more times, bring it all the way up to 9. And then 9 and 11. Plus a memory, 12, 13. 13 is still a whole 5 off. Maybe we actually can't quite get to Edge 18 just yet. Put that one back for now. This is a lantern mystery. It is a scroll. It is written in Sanskrit, which we read. It is purifications and exaltations, not purification. Purifications. We have that skill. Where is it? Purification. I'm sure I've seen that before. Or not? Maybe I read it somewhere but never actually got the skill itself. Liminal bravery, surgeries. Ah, there we go. Purifications. A lantern sky skill. Which means, unfortunately, nothing to do with anything. Oh no. There we go. Sky. Is to do with Sacrosolis. Let's grab this off here as okay. Another inventory full of stuff to read. Anything to do really is pick one and get going then. Get some metal in here. No, hang on, this is lantern, not metal. Lost. Lantern, Sacrosolis. Go. Tell me about the Watchful Tantra, notorious for its involvement in the deaths of Daffy Jones and Meredith. The Tantra describes processes of occult illumination, including a formula which may show the way from the Hunter's Gate to the Serpent Gate, which in the West is usually called the Spider's Door. The sun passes through the house at the appointed time. Since the sun's division, the time has become uncertain. That's a line I've heard somewhere else in this game as well. Or maybe in Cultist Simulator, but either way I've definitely heard that line now. Memory of Revelation. Revelation is on this shelf. This shelf. Right there. 2 lessons on purifications and exaltations. But today I learned there are in fact 2 skills I still don't have. Oh. Yeah, I mean there's a ton of them. I assume that you can fill out the entire thing. So with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them, and each one 9 long, there should be 81 skills in total. I wonder if you get anything special for filling the entire thing out and having all 81 skills available. So what new ones have you seen? Which ones haven't you encountered before? And that's an 8. Winter. What winter skills do I? All aspects rather. Whist. Not great. Whist and putrefactions brings up to 5, 6, 7. With a memory, that's easy enough. I know you can master them all on the same save, but I'm not sure about filling every slot. I guess if it takes you to the ending when you've reached a tip of one, then that wouldn't work. Though technically I don't know for sure whether I win if I reach the top of one of these. I have seen that I can jump spots with the line. I've noticed that. Haven't made use of it yet, but I've seen when it's opened up different spots like here or Ashery. Okay, this with Whist, with putrefactions, Hill and Revelation are not winter relevant. Wind, Lantern, Edge Scale, Pale Sky, Green Rose Sky, Knock, Edge. Winter, but only 1. I want 2 winter. Moon to uncategorize. 2 grow 1. There we go, 2 winter. For a moment there, I was starting to think we just don't have a 2 winter memory anywhere. Hopefully we hit dawn before this finishes, so that the memory doesn't immediately disappear. There we go. That. Unique incident returns. And today's weather is stormy. 4 Grail, 4 Sky. And Sky, easy. 10, 11, 12 guaranteed. Anything. 12, 4 more to get to 16. Oh, this is cursed. This has a thing. Whoops. Into the containment room, please. If I curse. Oh dear, oh dear. Anything else here been affected? Doesn't look like it. No, it looks like the others are all fine. I don't know if all of the afflictions can spread from book to book, but I remember reading that some of them at least can. Orchids and narcotics and putrefaction and calculations, what I don't have. Certainly remove that. I imagine I could remove, like, most of these curses if I were to actually try. At 16 is still reaching a little. 12 I could guarantee. Sights and sensation. That's in here somewhere. Yep, there's sites and civilizations. Sky and winter, that's relevant. That. 12. And it's still morning, so we'll have plenty of time to get the other book sorted as well. Did I put... I know, I've got the 2 winter memory right here. So let's read this quickly and then read the next. Melanch speaks longingly of those we would call from behind the sky. Someone else. The Corsair Revert, a manuscript hunter, legacy scavenger, mercenary. Many would question his ethics, few would deny his acuteness. Understands Sanskrit, understands Ixos. Ixos is not one we've got yet. Phrygian. Visitor, the affairs of Apollo and Marsyas. I don't know if it affects us in any way if we don't buckle down on reading through this thing and we instead get the languages from the people. But Ixos, we've got Philosemi and Deep Mandake so far. Speaks Ixos, the violently addictive language. Violently addictive. Hang on, what does the description say? Understands this sly language. We'll get more information about it when we get it. Apparently it does in House of Light, but not here. Okay. I'll probably go and do another playthrough of this off-stream once I finish this one, and if House of Light is on sale, I'll probably get it and then do another playthrough in my own time. It is a whole different experience playing a game on stream as it is off stream. Right, Melanch speaks longingly of those we would call from behind the sky. Melanch claims that the sights and sensations arts that she describes can be used to invoke the dream of a star, when sufficient sky eyesight is invoked to uplift in ascendant harmony. So there's another recipe. Memory of Solace. Oh, hang on, did we just read that off of the bookshelf somewhere? Oh dear. Has it gone back? Young category. Up here? There we go, the Mirror of Melanch. Right, Solace. Action, threat. Solace. We go, Mirror of Melanch on its right shelf. It's on sale right now, I think. It is not. No, it was on sale like immediately after releasing, but I wasn't even far into the base game at that point, and I decided not to buy it at the time. Come back to it later, I imagine. Okay, more lessons. A lot of lessons. We are like mid-season, so I don't have to worry about Numa immediately. I can get a couple more books bashed out and then see to using up all of this lessons. Twist is my Soul Winter Source. Should combine some Trist at some point when the opportunity arises and as a spare moment. Putrefactions will be the highest. And memory. Correct. Oh, an excess of winter even. What is this book? Those indignities perpetuated by the deceitful fraternity of oblivions. 58. That they did claim inheritance of the traditions of the House of Leaf. but that they have disregarded both its most sacred and its most beautiful ceremonies where they are not found convenient. 59. 71. The glass-finger toxin is no mere assassin's convenience for the idiots who confine to the disposal of their enemies. It has higher uses. Certainly it is a great matter of winter, but I have already outlined the technique by which it may be fitted for its ultimate destiny. If there were a couple more of these, I think I could really get into reading that out. Voice act a little bit. Memory of contradiction. Somewhere in the middle, I think those were. Secret. Contradiction. Oh, and it doesn't fit because that's a tiny little shelf that I've crammed. Ooh. Maybe switch it with regarding memory or gossip since there's only one on these shelves? Okay. So I don't lose track of stuff. Gossip. Up here now. Move that book. Contradiction. Over here now. That, put this in here, and then we grab gossip back out of here, and we put it in down here. So now this is the gossip shelf, and this is unlabeled again, and this is contradiction. Excellent. Okay, 2 more. No, this is already read. Mastering. This is what I just read, as a matter of fact. Means it goes in here. What did I put in here that's not meant to be there? Is it 7 shards? Yes, this is not red yet. These are all red. Okay, there we go. Everything is back where it's meant to be, I think. This book is red. Yep, that's mastery. Okay, good. 8 winter and 10 edge. We don't now have a winter memory available. I might want to grab one. Can I read the edge book with our rather high contribution from the skill? That plus metal, or actually, the metal or air that gives... No, they both give 2. 8 out of 10. Contradiction brings us up to 10 out of 10. Let's get that started, and in the meantime, read another book for a winter memory. Got desk for writing. You have learned enough to puzzle out books in this language, though it might be slow going. Excellent. Let's have a quick look at what the language cards actually say. So Deep Mendaic, the most secret script of the innermost rites of the deep sects of the deep desert. The birth tongue, it is claimed, of a member of Ansel himself. Philisimi. If there is speech in nowhere, if there is a language used by the dead, if the House of the Moon has a native tongue, then it must be Philisimi. If none of this is true, it is still not a language to be spoken in daylight. Each word breathes woe. Read it, as they say. And finally, Hyksos. The shepherd kings brought this speech west from Canaan to use in their wars and snares. Had they never come to Egypt, they might never found a way to write it. Given its addictive qualities, that might have been for the best. Had they never come to Egypt, they might never found... There should be a have in there. That sentence, I thought that sentence might just be some fancy use of grammar, but no, I think there should just be a have in there. Insert minor spelling mistake gif. I'll move this around so that we together there. Or I could bring this top right. No, that's get messy. Nowhere is where dead hours go. Nowhere beneath the House of Amansis, is it? There's some kind of Eldritch Void underneath the house, and I think nowhere is the one that it... But don't quote me. Something somewhere should be over. Oh, dusk. The third shard, then, has been identified with the Cry of Pain. The Lionsmith of us is a stoic owl, but we must assume that in the sundering moment, even he might have been unable to restrain stress. Now the sound of tin under pressure we call the tin cry, a reason perhaps for the further identification of the third shard as the Shard Royal. Believe so. I'm gonna play Quarter Simulator alongside this game so you can compare notes between the two. The seventh shard we call informally the Invincible Audacity, which is struck from the winning move as the winning move is struck from a memory, with the application of sufficient edge. And this book is a memory of hindsight. Hindsight was somewhere up. This I am. Fear, foresight, conviction, impulse, running parables. No. Oh god, these are all also books that I need to read at some point. Insight, Scale 1, Winter 2. I have a shelf for this. I could have sworn Insight was one I'd already found. Intuition? Revelation? Solace? Threat? Ah, no, it seems not. Invincible Audacity is a strong, good memory. Still haven't gotten into the crafting, and at this point I'm kind of hoping I can get through the game without needing to engage with it. Okay, can I consolidate some of the unread books onto less shelves? There's only like 4 here. Yeah, if I get all these up here. Really, it should be the other way around. I should consolidate these small shelves into the big one of unread stuff, and then use the small ones to hold the book. Does this have a tag? Nope, so we can bring that over here. There we go, and that's 2 more shelves that I can now put stuff on. Memory, Hindsight, Scale 1, Winter 2. Hindsight. Scale 1, Winter 2. You probably can? Yeah. I mean, from the comment I gotten before about completing the game without ever upgrading a soul aspect, I have to assume there's enough leeway that you can go without any one system. 3 events of particular interest are recorded. An endowment by Eva de Brose, widow of the Marcher Lord William G. Wait, I've read this before. Is this just for a memory? Memory which has now disappeared. Did I want a winter memory out of this? Perhaps? I think I was going for a winter memory, and I might have just read whatever it was about anyway. Without memory crafting, you won't be able to upgrade every soul aspect though, because certain memories are able to do the upgrading. Oh, it's for this book that I want a winter memory. That's what it was. Okay, let's do that again. No great bother. Get another winter memory. Then we'll read that. This. We can put this back on the shelf for now, I think. Just because of the sheer volume of lessons that we've got that we need to make use of. Inside is wind. Ah, so it is. I didn't even need to make anything. My bad. Okay, look. Memory. Whole aspect. Skill. And then whatever opportunity we get should be plenty. And then we gotta use up all of these lessons while they're still good. And we get 3 different things. Yeah, there's all the winter we need. The author outlines the means they had taken to sabotage the place and its collection to increasingly seem more poetic than effective, to the point where the whole business may in fact be some kind of allegory. The author gloats that with the techniques of putrefaction and calcination they have transformed the library stocks of Azamel to a seduction of black sapphire, which will ensure the texts therein contain only moon truths. That's the most direct hint of like, hey, craft this thing if you need this. Interesting. Makes me wonder at some points if I should be playing this game with a notebook to keep track of all these recipes. Did that memory hindsight just pop out of this book? I assume so. I don't have any other memory in here. Must have been hindsight. There's outside. Where did I put hindsight? Somewhere up? Was it this one? Hindsight, there we go. Cool. Alright, now to use all of this, because this is a lot of lessons. I put in Excel, lots of people use Obsidian. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't tend to play the kind of games that need a whole spreadsheet to work out, but... Okay, so Edicts Martial. We take the 2 putrefaction and calcination, and we take the Ragged Crossroad lesson, and that gets this up to 9. Then we use 2 disciplines of a hammer to get Ragged Crossroads up to 3. Sights and Sensations gets Sacra Silver's Invicti up to 8. Oh, we might have too many actually for that, so maybe we use 1 of the Sights and Sensations. Okay. Spreadsheet is just book content. Okay, we're definitely putting preliminary meter into this. 1, 2, 3, 5. One of us passes the summit, one may not. 2 of us thought that I read this last time and read the other one too. But let's read it again anyway. One of us passed the summit, one may not. 2 of us sought the lantern, 2 chose flight. The 7th rarely named but not forgot. This is illumination. And the other one, Ithistry. Birds of a scale, wings and talons bright, worms of a feather kissed again by stones, kissed by fire, kissed by snow, by blood. Ithistry. And that gives you fast, and that gives you mist. We have much fast. You. Okay, so that's 5, and this skill is committed. Bring it here. Then 6. If we put Ragged Crossroads in 6, just check what we would get out of here. More fast. Ooh, bit of imagine. Yeah. Ragged Crossroads into 6. We bring Sacra Solis up to 7. Something else needs to go to 8. And then Edict's Marshal at 9. Which means we do require one final... Oh, hang on. Yeah, we do require one final new illumination skill that we shall have to find somewhere. Ragged Crossroads takes Edge, Wind. Those are a lot of winter lessons. Is it easier to bring Ragged Crossroads higher or Sacra Solis? Does it really matter in the end? You give me Lantern and Sky, you give me Edge and Winter. A high Winter card would be very useful. Edge and Moon, but then we'd be doubling up on. So this would be higher. No, I want Sacra Solis to be the higher card, so let's bring Ragged Crossroads up to 6 and commit it here. And then Sacra Solis up to 7, committed here. Something else goes at 8, Edict's Marshal goes at 9. And that should be everything we need. I went up Hushery instead, skipping Illuminate. I would need 1, 2, 3. Hushery. Hushery. What is the symbol for Hushery? What have I committed to Hushery? Coronoscopy and that's sensations. Hushery. Snow Story. Sharps, Glassblowing and Vessel Crafting, The Great Sign and the Great Scar, Serpents and Venoms. We have a selection of Hushery skills. Quenchings and Quellings. Let's bring them up if I can track. This here. These 3 down here. This. Okay, that's all Hushery. And I won't need a new skill, so 1, 2, 3 to go into here, but they will need to be at level 1, 2, 3 at 4, 5, and 6. These up to 4, 5, and 6. Knock and Sky, Edge and Moon. It's doable. It's doable. So if I skip 6 entirely, bring Ragged Crossroads up to 7, 8 for Sacra Solis Invicti, and 9 for Edict Marshal. Let's get there first, because even if I do that, it doesn't... Like, if I get these up there and choose to go to Hushery, then I can still use them. If I don't, then I can just put the new skill 1 lower, so it works either way. So first things first, Ragged Crossroads needs to be upgraded. Any of these apply only to Ragged Crossroads? No, you apply to Edict's Marshal as well. You apply to Edict's Marshal as well. This does. It applies to Sacra Solis. Okay, so these are all used for multiple things. I need only, right, for 7, 8, and 9, I need only 1 upgrade to Sacra Solis. Bring it up to 7. got 2 of these that apply only to it. So if I bring this up to 8 with these 2, set these to the side, let's ban this. So these 2 with Sacred of Solace brings it up to 7, 8. This needs to go up to 9, which means I need to set 3 skills aside for it. So 1, 2, 3. And then that leaves these 4 to bring Ragged Crossroads up to 5. And then we only need a little bit more to get up to 6 and up to 7. That works. That works fantastic. Okay. Let's begin with this, I suppose, which means we're going to need 6 lantern or sky aligned memory. First things first. Okay. Lantern. Right, there's a lantern. 1. Sky. 2. Sky. 3. What was my count at? 3, 4? I think it was 4? 5? And then with this 6? Right, 1. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 1 more then. Yeah, do I have 1 more? The weather like sky. There we go. Everything we need. Making full use of all these many desks that we've got now. And then I need to go through and do all that again, except I need even more now. It's gonna start getting difficult fulfilling these conditions. Sacra Solace Invicti. With a lesson in purifications and exaltations. Spending some Fost for effort. And then memory. Find something for revelation, sorry, for sight. 1 land. Burn for memory of sight. Let me put that on my notes over here. Burn something. Sight. Land 1. Okay, we'll definitely be doing that as well. Parable, Storm, the memory foresight, maybe dialing memory, and Solace. Okay. When I thought I'd understood, I'd only begun. Improve the skill to 7. Nice. We'll let it hit dawn and then get on with the rest of this. Okay, what do we want to burn for that 1 extra? That will give us the 7 we need. And I don't think I had any more lantern or sky memories left themselves. Unless perhaps up here? No, that's Gale Winter. These are unlabeled shell, I think. No, that's red. Uncategorized. Yeah, we probably will need to burn something. Could it be anything? Do I have anything particularly worthless? A random candle would be great to get rid of. Yeah, they're not worth anything, we have tons of them. Okay, same process again. Keep it a count this time. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 5? Oh right, we used the weather. Burn something for 6, weather for 7. There we are. I know you don't enjoy crafting, but there's a lot of easily crafted sky memories. We've managed to stave off the need for one more challenge. Okay, literally any fire should be able to... Thing. Use this to dispose of junk or of danger. I wonder what counts as danger. Recite. Surely not my precious books, even if some of them are kind of cursed. Tally 4. We cannot afford that. We only have 3 left after learning the language. Collect. Alright. Solace. Get on in there. And many memories. Parable, beguiling. Melody, even. Solace. Foresight. Excellent. At last I approach mastery. Increase the skill to level 8. Look at that. We're gonna have a full loop when we upgrade something to 9. 9 lantern, 8 sky. Strings and songs with 5 hearts makes cheerful ditty. Heart sky with 5 sky makes wistful air. Rose and sky. Okay. Well, we've got Sacra Solace up here now. So for now we're good on that front. We now need to upgrade Edict's Marshal and Ragged Crossroads. So Ragged Crossroads is getting these. No, Ragged Crossroads is getting these 4. Edict's Marshal gets those 3, correct? Yes. So, Edict's Marshal. Can I gather 6 Edge and Moon memory? Edge and Moon. There's 1. 2. Oh, go in desk. 2. 3. Benjamin. 4. 4. Then 5. And then just 1 more from anything. Then Hard Winter Forge. Gale Winter. Ah, I think we might be 1 short. Oh dear, oh dear. Benjamin X. Wait, intuition. I already put one in for intuition somewhere? I think I might not have. Not so. Tracking. Oh, drop something in the ocean. Also do that. Tracking the different things. Like, first of all, I need to keep track of how many I've done. Then I need to read each of these to see what stuff is on the shelf. And then I need to remember what shelves I've already been to. You start to lose track of something somewhere along the way. Okay, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 memories. Which means we are 1 short. This is Marshall, right? Yeah, for Edict's Marshall. What was I looking at before? Intuition. Yeah, intuition's on there. Anything I maybe fortuitously fear is on there. Contradiction is on there. Okay, we can throw something in the ocean, I suppose. Funding parable. Yep, that's on there. A stolen secret? Alchemy, contradiction, fear, parable, intuition. So, there are no stolen secrets on my list. There we go. That's extra good because then that means together with throwing something in the ocean, we can also do the next level easily enough. This is 6 up to 7. We can do 7 up to 8 with the ocean, and then 8 up to 9 by finally giving in and crafting something. Alright. Effort. Lesson. You're getting 3 lessons, which means it's these. 4 are for the other thing. Memory of Salt. Ishin, a stolen secret, contradiction, fear, and a confounding parable. Done. Excellent. We'll grab that. Let it hit the next day so that our things refresh. And so that our memories don't get deleted by dawn. It is knowing, it is not relevant. Okay, through the whole thing once again. What am I looking for? Edge and moon. This time I'm not going to keep count, I'm just going to keep track of what shells I've already been at because I know I need each and every single one. That. This. Middle. Health. And then continue downwards. One from here. Phonograph. Railroads, nectar scale, no moon. Good thing we've got so many soul aspects so we can actually get through all these. That one off of the shelf down here, wasn't it? Yeah, that was Memory of Soul. We're going up now. We've got Ish. Tuition. That's this. Tuition. These are Evil, Lantern. Nothing in there. Hot Sky. Railheart. Winter Forge. Gale Winter. Okay, so that's all of them, I suppose. Categorized. Then throw something into the ocean for the last one. That's on this one, isn't it? Sea's Edge. Object. I toss in another candle. We have so many of them. The memory. Didn't I have that noted down as well? Yeah, drop in ocean. Put a space in for some reason. I might need to move this key so I can access this shelf more easily. Could just drop it on the floor perhaps? Will it let me? Willing to go on the shelf next to another key? Not enough space. Why has this book been exiled over here? The Horus book 3. Oh, this is uncategorized because there wasn't enough space anywhere. Uncat. There we go. We've still got these sitting over here in VAC, which I can't read, and that Art 12, which I guess I couldn't do at the time. Drums and dances. Art nectar skill. Not any of our concern right now. Okay, let the things finish up and then we gather up all of our memory. Halfway through the day we might have enough time to go do another round. Oh, I'm not sure I have enough soul aspects left actually to go do another round. Not fast. What's lighting up under? Interested. Lesson. Disciplines of a hammer. And then memory. Memory after memory. All of these begin. Okay, one. We might, depending on what each of the desks demands, we might be able to get another round out of here. I want to get things done as quickly as possible to do as many of these before season changes happen, because right now it would hurt a lot if we hit Numa. It's only happened once so far in the run, and I'd rather it doesn't happen again at an inopportune moment. You can double click, by the way, to put things into the spaces. Okay. Useful. Old wound is persistent, you may as well make it now. Oh, is that the Edict's Martial with 5 moon makes old wound, edge moon winter. Only upgrading Edict's Martial, let's give it a minute to come back. What workbench can I even stick this in with edge at? This maybe? No. Ooh. Where can I craft with this? A silver workbench? Edge. Go. Edict's Martial with 5 moon. Can't go in. Or I could put things that are adjacent. This is why I didn't want to craft things, because I'm completely forgetting how any part of this functions. I just stick this in here. There we go. Don't need to think about it too hard. It makes the thing I want. These mushrooms are already 5 moon, just need any soul aspect. Yes. Old wound. Persistent. Okay. So that's... with another thing thrown in the ocean, that should be all the pieces we need. And I think there's enough daylight left to do it in. Assuming I can read all of the books I need to read with the soul aspects that I've got available. But let's find out if that is in fact the thing I can do. Right, moon and edge we're looking for. So that was contradiction just now. Edge. We'll use more metal. Sky. Moon, rose and sky. Try and get in the habit of double clicking, but I'm so used to dragging everything by now. Try to use soul aspects that I've got multiples of, just in case I need a specific one for somewhere else later. Moon as well. Am I using this desk yet? Yes, the timer's just off to the side, not directly on it. Here. Arab in that. Then hard sky. Moon rose. Where's it on? Give me the book. Something's going weird there for a moment. And you will only take the Foss. Okay, so we're starting to run out of flexibility. So that was that. That's all of them, isn't it? There's no more moon or edge anywhere else. Okay, presumably that will be enough things now. Grab another random one aspect candlestick from there and throw it in this sea. Yes? Sea? Or a thing? Drop an ocean. Lost. Edge on winter one. Okay. What is snow? Snow, sky, and winter. Okay. I do hope these will finish up. Oh yeah, we'll have plenty of time before dawn rolls around again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then Edict's Marshal with some metal and a Ragged Crossroads lesson. Old Wound, Memory of Loss. Don't drag them all in. Just learned this a minute ago. There's always more to learn. Improve the skill to level 9. Go, and that is one maxed out skill. We are approaching the end game officially. I think. Everything points towards if you max out one of these things, you end the game, and I haven't been contradicted on that yet, so... Okay, so 8 and 9, which means Ragged Crossroads needs to get up to 7. and then we see if we can push Hushery up to here, or if we run into another illumination skill first. This brings Ragged Crossroads up to 5. There are only 2 more lessons required, and that should be easy enough to find. Okay, for now you need only a single memory of either Edge or Winter. Congrats on the next level skill, thank you. I need to check my playtime, how long I've been in Book of Hours. It's been a decently long time, but not that long if we are approaching the end of the game. Alright, one more time. Let's go through the memory loop. Different memories this time. Edge Winter. Not Edge Moon, I mean Edge. Contradiction. Oh good, we can, for a moment there I was like, can we actually even use any of the last few soul cards? But yes, we can. Ah, so the first upgrade is there's always more to learn, and the final upgrade is also there's always more to learn. I do find that interesting that they chose that. Alright, all of that restored. Today's weather is stormy. Not relevant. 1. And... 1 and 2. I might as well start. No, if I get started on the next set of memories, I'm gonna mess up which ones I've already gotten out of here and lose track of stuff. Could do 1 level of Crossroads right now with. Oh, was that on the previous day? We could have used the weather that we had at the time. I did not know. Crossroads. Here. Contradiction. List. And a lesson. Okay, up to 4th. More Edge and 1. How much do we need? 3. 2. And Moon. Winter. Moon Rose. Winter. Metal, there we go. Let's get those. And then just one more time before we can move on to doing some other stuff that isn't scrounging up memories to upgrade skills. Because I'm getting a little tired of counting them out each time. Alright, effort. Use some whist. Use a lesson. Ding, ding, ding. Go. I think House of Light wants you to engage in crafting. Yeah, House of Light was, from what I read in the blurb, all about like the food aspect and stuff like that, making use of all of those, so it will make sense that it's going to use the crafting system, since the cooking is just crafting in the kitchen. Alright, one last one. We need 4 Edge and Winter memories, and then we can do something else. No. 1. 2. 3. Here somewhere? Or maybe desks. Don't go under it, go in it. There we go. That's that for the moment. It looks like I might have to engage with aspects of that anyway, because we don't seem to have as much of a selection as far as winter/edge is concerned as we did for edge moon. We do still have, okay, we do have winter in hindsight, so we can do 5. We can do up to 5. Or this will take us up to 5. We can go from 5 to 6. But we need to go from 6 to 7. We can get something else from a drop in the ocean, so that takes us up to where we need to be. And we will have a level 7, 8, and 9 illumination skill. Or the old wound from Edict's Marshal, you are correct. And that will give us 7, 8, and 9, so then all we need to do is either find one new illumination skill to go into here, and then we level it up to get there, or we get a level 4, 5, and 6 Hushery skill. And we have a decent selection of Hushery cards available. This one is also Hushery? Yeah, all 6 of these are Hushery, spread out across a whole big variety of different, what are they called? Not aspects. Whatever they're called. Yeah, spread out a whole different variety, so it shouldn't be difficult at all to climb up the Hushery tree real quick. Alright, Ragged Crossroads. Effort. The lesson. Memory. Let's see. Can we stick this lesson into one of our skills that we're looking to work with? Grail and Nectar. Okay. The Great Signs and the Great Scars will accept Grail, as a matter of fact. You could get Great Signs and Great Scars at 2 if newer comes. Yeah. Just do it now anyway. Knock and Grail. A high-level knock skill, now that we've committed preliminary meter, wouldn't hurt. So we would have to go up to like 7. How high are we going? 4, 5, 6. So we won't get high enough to outmatch preliminary meter. Grail-wise, this is a secondary Grail skill, so that will be useful. Yeah, I think it's worth doing. Grail or Knock memory. There's a Grail skill. Read this with some cost. And then upgrade that. Is now in? I think we're still in the tail end of winter. My one continuing complaint about the design of this game is that I want to know specifically what day we're on, how many are left in the season, and I want to know specifically what time it is, how many minutes do I have left in the day, because they're measuring, you know, the completion time of any task that we do in specific time. So if I know it takes me 60 seconds to do this and 10 seconds to do this, tell me how many seconds are left in the day, how many seconds are in the night. It would be very useful. Right. Did this finish before the night and then it got deleted? Oops. I was too busy complaining about the timer to pay attention to the timer. My bad entirely. Oh, Twitch must have updated something in its settings somewhere, because I've just seen a couple of bots get auto-restricted without me having to do anything, which wasn't happening before. So that's good to know. I don't have to fuss about that anymore. There we go. Upgrade that to the next year. Okay. I did make the choice of my own accord to turn like the auto mod stuff down to minimum, because I figured I would start open and then as the community grows, put rules in place when they become necessary. But so far that hasn't been required. Okay, so taking stock. Some very high level skills available. Lots of stuff all over the show upgraded. We're now either finding a new illumination skill or upgrading these. If I want a new illumination skill, then unless there's something on the books I've already got that are uncategorized that I've missed, I'll need to go deeper into the house for new books. Glass blowing and vessel crafting. Be sure that's... Yep, that's one right here. Oh, whichever way I go about it, I'm probably going to have to spend a whole bunch of effort checking all of these individually to see what they have on them, if it's either to illumination or relevant to the skills I've got. So, glass blowing vessel crafting, might as well upgrade that one. Putrefactions and calcinations is moon and winter. Means yes, we need it. It's useful for upgrading that. And this is written in Aramaic, which I can read just fine. Greek I can read. Sharps is one of our potential skills. 16 heart. Ericopaean. Cannot read that. 10 heart. It's about drums and dances. A heart nectar. Would work for quenchings and quellings, but I've gotten more for these than I have for that, so maybe not. Written in Kennebec, which we don't have. Greek, not an issue. Sickle and a clip. Sickle and clips. Ericopaean is itself illumination, the actual language skill. Huh. I'll keep an eye out for it. Where's Sickle and Eclipse? Oh yeah, there it is. Moon and air. So could use it for sharps, could use it for any of the three of these. What was it? This book? Yeah, this one. Sickle and Eclipse. This is in Sanskrit, not an issue. Edict's Liminal. Bring these up so I don't have to scroll so far each time. Things a little easier. Edict's Liminal. Knock and Moth. Knock for glass blowing and vessel crafting is good. This is in fishing, which I don't have, and this is in Abazine, which I also don't have. So there we go, an inventory full of 5 books to read. Sorting from highest to lowest. 14, 12, 10, 8 even. Alright. 14 moon. Moon. First is our only moon last page. Oh yeah, speaking of soul aspects, it says cracked track, but nectar scale sounds awful to upgrade. Maybe. Speaking of soul aspects, there was one that I haven't got yet, wasn't there? And I might just not get at all at the rate things are going. Moon. You are Moon. Oh, we have this in the bag in that case. Hail does not happen to be a moon memory. Let's just grab anyone. Okay, not anyone. Give me a moon too. Go. Off the shelf. 4 in there. Where's our last core? Put some frost in there. Last soul aspect is Nyctodromy or Scolacosophy. I suppose I happen to have a spare skill I can just throw in here. Oh, at tier 3. I've gone full of the easy low hanging fruit. Each branch only gives 2 aspects. Right. Give me this. And then book. This? Nope. This? Yes. First, Elix Markle. Stolen Secret, and then we're 1 short, and we will surely get an opportunity to put something in here. Would be absurd otherwise, I say, knowing full well that it's a possibility. Okay, no, we're good. Soul aspect, here we go. Alright, that's the hardest book of the lot read. Ellie writes of the secret colors of the sun, the blessed traces of error, weaknesses in sunlight, balancing principles in its reflection. A deeper account of these secret colors, Ellie reveals, was kept at a shrine to the 3 hours of the chancel at the Grey Rock in the sea. Far from the intrigues of sisterhood and church, it is hidden from the common eye, but can be revealed with the art of sickle and eclipse. Memory of Revelation. Revelation was up somewhere, I want to say. There we go, Revelation. We've got 2 sickle and eclipse lessons at that. The deeds of a scarred captain, Edge of, should be no great chance either. Metal and arrow both give the same. There is 11. I don't suppose we happen to have edge on either of these. Oh, would you look at that? We do. The hint to a treasure of a house. Oh. Not catch on to that at all. Might have to go back. We have opened 2 little treasure doors so far, and neither of them were actually all that important in the grand scheme of things, because there's just so much cluttered around a house that it doesn't actually matter too much what individual bits you've got. You know, 2 extra items don't make a huge difference. An account of the founding of Wackenay by a scarred captain who first slew 7 monsters to make the land safe. Oh, you're kidding me. Okay. We've got some new room. Really high. Wow. Treasures of the house are unique books. Ah. Someone en route to Hush House. Lord Franklin Bancroft. Raquel dilettante, infuriating prodigy, possibly dead, possibly real. Geeks, Deep Mandake, which we've got. Latin, Greek, Make, which we've got. Oh, and our money. Okay, first of all, we can chat with you about the thing. Prior book was much mystery, Grail as interest. Your interest in Grail is a 7. Mystery Grail. Mystery Art. Mystery Grail. That's Mastery Grail. Mystery Grail for 12. Can't read that language. Here, it's only a 4. Down here. There we go, and this we've shown to 2 people previously. At least you're in a good spot. Yeah, I think we're decent here. Once we've begun, there's no end to it. Without the Grail, no intercalate. Without the intercalate, how would the hours keep from not? Okay, so, things I want to do. Use these lessons, if at all possible, and interact with all of the stuff that's now been affected. So last time I got keys, many keys, but there shouldn't be a thing this time. You can get some pairs, money, etc. for real. So, pairs. Can I use either or do I need to use one specifically? Ours takes effort as well as knowledge. Oh, so I have to use both. Yes. Iris or a calcinus. A pneumo develops quickly. The boughs of the tree bend with the fruit. Doesn't matter what aspect I'm using here. Do I want something nectar related? Specifically to harvest pears? Don't know. Go for this. Go for... Well, it only let certain ones in here anyway, so I guess it's fine. Go for this. So these. Sea holly in summer, blue crown in winter. That doesn't sound any different than usual. I think these might be different. Oh, it's so hard to say. Rarer plants might flourish in Numa. There we go. That's definitely different. This one. Oh. Twin stories, I guess. Go. Get all of those. Anything else I can... Over. Rarer plants might flourish in Numa. But we've used up all of the soul cards that it's willing to accept here. So that will have to be that. Maybe I should have put one of these into here, but what can you do? This place also looks funky. Yeah, I can draw water or drop something in, most likely to be lost forever. Okay, this also won't accept. I can drop some random stuff in there. Not that. This. If you have a drink, you can refresh a soul card at your bed. Huh. Okay, we'll have to wait a minute and a half for that to take over. And Noom Broom. Those are high stats. I should make use of those somewhere. Where though? Here, the Maze Crazed Room. Rose Haunted Hall. We've unlocked this. For some reason we can't go here. You work, you get paid 4 Spintria. That's good. We have missed the opportunity for several books that we could have bought. The inn is crowded with numerous heralds and pilgrims. They will be gone by morning. Until then, I could offer my services for payment. I might regret it. It takes a full 6 minutes. No better than to interrupt this with... Oh, hang on. The smithy fire still glows, but through the window I see a gaunt, eyeless shape walking the bellows. There's no sign of Denzel, and I know better than to interrupt this visitor. Do I? Do I know better? Oh, unfortunately, I am forced to know better. I was absolutely willing to not know better then. The mists are thick, but as I approach, I saw lamplight in the rector's study. Now, though, I see the windows are shuttered, and the lights I saw was a furtive wisp, like a lost star. Humor. Yeah, anything here. The house is quiet. The signs above the door are written in a language even I can read. No one comes in answer to my knocking. Humor. Okay. Let me take a quick sip. So, Noombroom, probably good for crafting. Maybe good for reading. You know, some particularly high challenge book. Rose 14. There's only... Where was that? These have been read. What was that challenge 16 book that I missed before? Here's a challenge 16, but that's no. There was a challenge 16 knock somewhere. Could have sworn. You read started after nightfall. You can cheat that. Because the memory is already locked in and won't disperse. There are some high challenges here, but that's written in the back. Deep Mandake, which I do speak, but that's Forge, which is not on memory. These have been read. No, I can't remember where the book I was thinking of has ended up. 14 challenge 14. Of unread stuff here, also a 14. I swear there was a 16 knock book somewhere. Preliminal meter would be good, written in 11.5. The lessons come after Numa ends, yeah. Oops, don't grab that. I'll throw it into something because there's no sense in letting it just disperse. But I don't know what to throw it in yet at the moment. For now, I guess I should focus on using the 2 lessons I've got, so that they don't disappear. Account of the founding of Mekine by a scarred captain who first slew 7 monsters to make the land safe. As the captain destroys each monster, a flood of blood rises higher, until at last a priestess drowns and is reborn as a serpent goddess. She blesses the captain and he departs for the house above a forest, leaving Mekine to reign supreme after the flood of blood subsides. So now there are 4 lessons I want to try and use up. I don't know that we can work quickly enough to use up 4 lessons in a single day's span. Memory of Fear, somewhere up here, I think. Action, regret, intuition. Where is the memory of fear? Gossip. to be feared, but not fear itself. Fear, there we go. It won't fit, will it? Okay. Move them to the larger shelf up here. Fear, Control X. Control D. Let's get those all transferred across. Good. Maybe for the unupgraded stuff, drop lots of things in the ocean that doesn't consume soul. Yeah, spread them around to a few different things, that's an option. Dropping in the ocean is fast. Ugh. Fortunate in a few ways. And a few of the skills are currently committed to finding stuff. Okay. Sickle and Eclipse is suitable for sharps and for serpents and venoms, sharps and snow stories. And sharps is obviously suitable for sharps and okay, for the same selection. Sickle and none of these are suitable for Ragged Crossroads. Oh, yes they are. Talking about. All of them are suitable for Ragged Crossroads. Okay. We've committed a whole bunch of our soul aspects. In scale we can upgrade some of these. So, Sharps with its own lesson and a memory of fear and some effort from Trist. Can I upgrade skills? I wouldn't have imagined so, but can I upgrade a skill in one of these? Not going to do it with this, but if I were to put these in here. Oh wait, Moon does fit in here. Okay, so now it looks like I cannot upgrade skills in here, so I have to do that in this. Throwing things in the ocean gives us Edge Winter. Winter, which we can use for these, so that's viable. Burning something gives the lantern, which is not relevant to anything. Okay, let's drown some candles. These are slightly nicer candles. Where are the rubbish candles? I know we've got tons. Maybe some of these? We have a ton of Sol Invictus symbols also sitting around the place. Oh. Can't throw those in the ocean. That's unfortunate. Okay, back on the wall, wherever you were. Candles. We can still get most of this made use of. There will be minimal waste here. Right, memory of loss. I'm gonna wait for this to finish up. Okay, Harps 2. And once we've begun, there's no end to it without the Grail. We've had that. We get some Silver Spintry. Wonderful. We have 2 £10 notes at this point, which is quite the amount of money. Could I get Sharps up to the next level? Possibly? 3 lessons left. So 3 upgrades, which means I'll need 3 aspects. I've got some spare. To get myself a little edge or moon memory be here? No, here. Edge moon, yeah. Put that in there. Then some metal, since I've got spare of it. Okay, so we'll upgrade sharps again. Moon room does it. As moon, true. This seems like a waste to use 5 any aspect memory on a simple upgrade. I want to try reading a book with that. If we run out of time, then we'll resort to it, but for now... Memory of Loss is Edge and Winter, and we can also get Lantern. Let's use the Winter to upgrade Snow Stories. With the Nickel Eclipse lesson and some effort from Christ. Okay, there's that. Now that the memory's being used up... Oh, we'll wait a moment. Throw in here. Object, get me another loss memory. Or their Snow Stories to the next. 3. Grab that. Other stuff is finished. Oh, this stuff is finished. Aglaophotis. The rosy colour of good memories, but not the colour of a rose. 2 Noctu Lantern, 1 Nectar, 2 Rose Thing. Flower. Cooking ingredient. And heart. That's a lot of aspects. Goodness. Okay, we're going to be getting a lot of stuff right now that needs to go into places, so... Room with plentiful shelving that I have not made use of. We've stretched across 4 floors of shelves over here. This is all full with stuff, this is all full with stuff. Tables here, can I put stuff on that? Yeah, there we go. These as well. Put them on the table. Apple has a shelf on every window. Iris orichalcinus. A peculiar pear with coppery skin that barely dints under the pressure of fingers. 4 forge, 4 nectar. Pretty substantial. Seems fitting to put the food on the table in the dining room. Some flowers for decoration. Perfect. Okay, there's those. Then, next up, we're making a memory over here. Upgrade sharps to the next level. We'll use one of these lessons. There's enough day left afterwards, I think. Put a tryst in the bed to recover. And then want to go in for another round on collecting these items. I gotta be honest. These are, like, nice, but... I mean, the pear's very cool, but I don't know if they were cool enough to fuss over. Yeah, so this will give us the memory we need to get sharps up to 3. I could probably get sharps up to 4, right? If I only need 3 memories... Is for soul stat? I'm not sure what you mean in that case. Yeah, so I've got 2 memories to go to the thing. I need to get 3, so I can get 2... I can get 1 more from throwing something else in here, the last candle, then 2 more memories, that takes 2 more soul aspects, and then I've still got enough left, you know, 1 more for the upgrade, 1 for another upgrade. That leaves me enough to get those memories as well. So we should be Good. And then that only leaves the noon room that we would want to use to read something. So probably a rose book or a winter book? Or maybe not, since we don't get that from our soul aspects anyway. With preliminary meter and the noon room, we're at 11 already. That's pretty good. Yeah, maybe a knock book. Okay, so first things first is I need to get another two edge or moon memories. We're getting contradiction already, so what else? Okay, we get moon out of here. We will use lost since I have multiple of those. And we can get moon of here. I will use Frost again. We still have to Frost plus if so there's those. This finishes up. We take art and a lesson, effort. Christmas, let's use the Arab. Memory of loss, memory contradiction. Get that. Okay. Those are finishing up in the background. We throw one final candle into the ocean. Someone's gonna fine us for littering at this rate. Pollution. Collect that. Grab this guy. Then those are both done. 1, 2, there we go. Sharps with metal. None of these should play into anything else we're doing. Edge and Grail, that's nothing to do with any of the aspects on here, so Arab. I agree the Numa harvests are nice, but I think the main point of Numa is to be threatening. Yeah. The game doesn't have fail states or loss conditions, but it will still throw complications your way. Gale, Heart, and Sky have nothing to do with Noombrumi. Okay, so there's that. The pairs are so good because you can give them to assistants. And certainly earlier a 4 Forge or 4 Nectar boost would have been massive. I mean, to be fair, even now, a 4 Nectar boost would get us into a few rooms that we don't have access to at the moment. I'm not going to say that they're like no use, but if you were to give me the choice to lose out on the pairs, but also Numa doesn't happen, I'd take it, no doubt. Okay, and there's level 4 sharps. So now we wait for nightfall to read a book so that it doesn't take over into the next day after we've got the lessons out of the book. So what book are we reading? I want it to be a high-level mystery knock book because those are the most difficult to... these are already... Those tend to be the most difficult to find the things for. High-level mystery. I swear there was a 16 knock in a language I could read sitting around some. It is, however, not impossible that I just read it at some point. We have had high knock at other points. Is it a curse book? Yeah, this is only 14. Panic Taint. A poison and curse, probably both. Be careful handling this book. It can affect Shapt and... Oh, Shapt I think is the thing I don't have. If I just don't use Shapt or Hell, and I just not care about what it affects. Edict's Liminal is knock, and I mean, I can use knock to upgrade the great signs and the great scars. 14 is a lot. Between Noombroom and Preliminal Meter, we're at 11. He would get us up there, assuming it lets us put a key in. We would be gambling with the Noombroom. Am I willing to gamble with the Noombroom? Ah, written in Fushin. Never mind. Is all a moot point. And this, seriously, is the full extent of the knock books I have remaining? These 4 tomes? And I guess 10 in my inventory, but we don't need any assists really to get to 10. Gas blowing and vessel crafting is also knock. Okay, we'll just read this. There's no need to overcomplicate it. It's not like we're, you know, using a once-in-a-lifetime event, super rare spawn or whatever. So wait for it to get night. How far through the night do I need to be before I'm safe? Like, as soon as night starts? This is why I want a timer. Because I really would hate to finish just before the night ends and then end up losing them afterward. How many things can I get done during night normally? I feel like if I start something right at the beginning of night, like just as dusk hits, I can still... Moon in the center of the pop-up on screen means 60 seconds remain. Okay, so after that mid... Because it takes like 60 seconds and spare change in order to read a book. Goal can be anything. Skill, liminal meter, memory, Noombroom. What book is this? On imperfection. Begin. And the season comes to an end. Okay. Oh, look at that. It's all nice and summery or springy. Someone's coming by to check out this nonsense. I hope that they teach me a new language. Lantern Long lack bodies and so cannot normally leave a mantis, but they can steady glint in the physical world by establishing a road of glass. Homelander notes with disgust that the Order of Long called the Obliviates refer to it as scrinning, which he considers a debased term. Homelander explains the benefits of transinhabitation, that a Lantern Long can affect the senses and thoughts of those nearby, that they can even enter their spirits, and that they can employ the senses of those inhabited to experience again the scent of blossom in season. This seems to be what interests him most. He insists that a Lantern Long should only ever inhabit a mirror of silver, not silvered glass, but he declines to explain why. And that is a memory pattern book. Mission Foresight. This pattern, it could be somewhere around here. Pattern, there we go. I had to move it because there were too many books. And it was kind of in the way. I go on the desk. What's happening over here? Nothing particular is afoot. Any visitors this season will likely just want a general consultation. Ah, it seems that that particular affair has ended. Oh, great. Afterwards, I don't remember what work I performed except in Sense and Sensations. Leaf mold, a rhythmic musical clinking like melodious castanets, soft blue flame like anti-gaslight, and cold. I remember that when we went, it was cold. Malady inflicted. My inner light gutters and flares. I'm mad in a dangerous fascination. Okay. Well, 2 gold spin tree. So we have that total, or is that individual? Oh, we have a total of 10 tally at this point. Excellent. It always makes you sick, but 4 spin tree is so much. Yeah, it really is. Like this will last us a good long while. We can buy at least like 3 books off of it. Cost requires 5 nectar to cure. Okay, first things first, is our current bed even nectar compatible? No. So, get out of there. Is any bed nectar? I don't think so. I might have to put stuff in there that's multiple aspects and one of them happens to be nectar. Yeah. Could cure that with the pears, I suppose I could. Okay, the pears are forge nectar. Means the motley bed suitable. Alright. Get me out of this bed. And who do we have visiting us this time? Mr. Zachary Wakefield. Marksman, detective, renegade. He has always been a quiet man, but since he left the Suppression Bureau he has grown even quieter and terribly still, except for his fingers and for his eyes, always in restless motion. The bottom slots don't care about aspect. Too late now, I've put the thing in. Bring in... understands fishing, which I don't think I've got. No, Hyksos, Kalisimi, and Deep Mande. My friend, teach me language. Anything else interesting about you? Greek, Latin, Amy, which we have. Interested in winter. Okay. Yeah. Routine. Give me that. I'm pretty sure I have a book. One of the knock books, even, I think, might be in fish. You? Yeah, that's written in fishing. Do I need anything else to restore myself and rest? This is 4 nectar, so I will need to put something else in there with nectar. Health, perhaps? If I can. Well, health is hard, so it will go in here anyway. Okay. Just... me into that bed. In the meantime, we could do some light reading. Soul can be whatever, because none of it has knock anyway. Skill, preliminary meter. Just I happen to have convenient memory of pattern available. We're getting all sorts of things. I see bedroom. Probably be another bed in there. The Tantra describes the Great Hooded Princess, a dynasty... Oh, not princess, princess, if you can hear the difference between them. A dynasty of unclear origin, engaging in prayers, sacrifices, and poetry in honor of the key serpent, the crossroads. Something of everything. The Tantra describes the Great Hooded Princess, a dynasty of unclear origin, engaging in prayers, sacrifices, and poetry in honor of the key serpent, the crossroads twins, and the mirror queen. Nagi encircles, Nagi arises from wounds, Nagi spares those who are already harmed. Nagi is a very, very cute VTuber. The Great Hooded Princes are described as having escaped from the history of their death to a history where they yet live. Oh, I remember this line from somewhere. The text claims that there are now 108 of them, but in one of many instances of fecundness, before they crossed from their death chronicle, there were only 54. And that gives more memories of Pat. They're gonna become too many for this shelf, isn't it? Does it even fit anymore at this point? Oh, just about. Just heat. Okay. This with only takes drink, not food, not any sustenance, but specifically drink. Okay, nectar. How are we doing for nectar? Well, in Chasm has 2, Herbs and Infusions has 2. Brings us up to 3. We can get a memory with 2 nectar, then we should be able to do this. Memory with 2 nectar and something suitable else, so rose most likely. Torch, rose, moth, put the thing back on the table. Yeah, it specifically says we have to have some kind of... Oh, look at that. Can I pour this? Cool. What? Or I guess we rarely use core for anything really. Not quite. Have an infusion. Or I could have sworn I was not on. Oh, is it health? Yes, it's health. There we go. Quite enough nectar. Takes a good long while to do that. Silver Spintra and Fushin. Another language added to the collection. Ushery. Okay, I now need to separate things out once again because I want to keep... Okay, there we go, we don't need to overthink it. I want to keep the committed high-level skills, the uncommitted skills, and the languages all sorted separately. Right. The next up is, I suppose, using up all of these new lessons we have. Knock and Sky, so we use these to upgrade the Great Signs and the Great Scars, which can then go into slot 3. Maybe we take it higher. We already have a 4, so Snow Story should be easy enough to find another thing for, so that can go in... Oh no, we're starting from 4, there we go. That's the wrong branch. So, we're starting from 4, which we can use Sharps for. Then bring this up to 3, 4, 5. And then Snow Stories, Moon and Winter are pretty abundant, so it should be very easy to bring Snow Stories up to here. And then do this. After Ragged Crossroads gets 2 more upgrades? 2 more upgrades. Which again should be easy because Winter is fairly abundant. So there should be a fair amount of Winter skills laying around. Alright, so we are approaching the end game. We may in fact finish this game soon, but that will be next stream. And probably next week. If I'm streaming tomorrow, I think I'll be streaming something other than Book of Hours. But for now, I think that has been long enough. Thank you very much for joining me today. Let me see where I can send you off to. If anyone I know is live, and if not, see if anyone streaming Book of Hours. Since I mentioned her a minute ago, why not raid Nagi? She's live. Playing some kind of horror game, it looks like. Oh, and she's even changed up her model for the stream. That looks very cute. Alright. Yeah, later, Sefton. Thank you very much for joining me today. I will see you next time. And goodbye.
Babawee.